The Kuwait National Development Plan sets the nation's long-term development priorities. It's organized around 7 pillars or areas of focus for investment and improvement. Healthcare. Improve service quality in the public healthcare system and develop national capabilities at a reasonable cost.
Gulf Consult were engaged by the Ministry of Health to undertake the concept design for the new Arazi Hospital. This new Arazi Hospital is proposed as an addition to the existing Arazi Hospital within the Al-Sabah Hospital campus over in Shuwaykh, Kuwait. This addition will be an orthopedic hospital with all new state-of-the-art facilities within a multi-story 12-story building and will include 240 beds. The site allocated for the hospital expansion adjoins the existing hospital and is around the 3,000 square meters L-shaped plot, approximately 50 meters from Jamal Abdel Nasser Street. The new extension comprises of mainly physiotherapy and radiology department, with 10 floors and inpatient of wards. The basement is allocated for future expansion. The total built-up area is around 33,000 square meters, including the central plant and medical gas building structures. The conceptual planning is generally based on providing defined circulation routes for patients, visitors, materials, and waste. The cost of the project is around 32 million Kuwaiti dinars.
The annual plan 2017-2018 is scheduled to continue 164 projects that will contribute more than 50 billion in revenue. Now we will take you on a social media tour regarding Kuwait development projects. From Kona account, Kuwait announces major development in petrochemical projects. And from Kuwait account, 80 to 90% of 48 important development projects solved. And from Kuwait Daily News account, Jahra Road development project at 94% completion. And from Kuwait Times, Amir informed of islands development projects, part of vision to turn Kuwait into economic center. For more information or details regarding Kuwait development projects, please visit the websites on the screen.
November 6th marks the International Day for the Prevention of the Use of the Environment in War and Conflict, proclaimed by the United Nations in 2001 in a move to raise awareness of the protection of the environment from damage, especially in times of war. On this occasion, the Minister of Oil and Minister of Electricity and Water, Dr. Khalid Al-Fadl, sponsored the celebration of the Kuwaiti Society for Environmental Protection. Humans usually count the losses of war with human casualties, but they tend to forget the environmental losses and the devastation it endures. The environment is the undeclared victim of war, where water wells are often contaminated, crops burned, and many more natural catastrophes. The celebration of the International Day for the Prevention of the Use of the Environment in War and Military Conflict was held with an exhibition on the International Day.
First of all, today is the 6th of November. Everybody knows that this is a national day, and it's about the putting down all the fires of the wells in 1991. But eventually, the Kuwait Environment Protection Society has started this establishment of trying to upgrade the importance of this day, because we all know how devastating the environment was damaged and everything during the invasion, and it was really important to focus on why is it important to not use the environment as a tool of war. Okay. So regarding that, with the help of the Kuwaiti diplomatic efforts, we managed to invert this day from a national day to an international day about stop using the environment as a tool of war. So this is really important, and actually, as long as Kuwait was the country who tried to establish this day, it is our responsibility as Kuwaitis to let all the world know about it.
The Ministry of Interior launched an event at the Avenues aiming at raising the awareness about the types and risks of drugs. The event included many competitions related to culture, entertainment and awareness of drug risks, as well as distributing guidance and awareness brochures which include the ways of prevention and fighting.
Actually, over here we've got a couple of departments where we explain how it's really dangerous to use drugs in Kuwait and everywhere in the world. For example, we have the Criminal Evidence Department where they explain cases related to the use of drugs and overdoses cases, and how most of drug users end their life. It's really important to aware people how to get rid of this addiction, and hopefully soon the numbers of people who's addicted to drugs decreases.
There is a representation from the Ministry of Interior, their office who is working with us, and also from the pharmaceutical administration, the Ministry of Health, in cooperation with the Addiction Treatment Center. That's the aim. This is the Addiction Treatment Day, and this exhibition to emphasize the efforts and the collaborated efforts between different services in Kuwait, because addiction treatment and rehabilitation needs this collaboration between many judicial and legal and also medical services.
The Ministry of Interior is very keen on celebrating this day, and it decided the engagement of both government and civil entities which have a basic role in fighting this plague. This event also followed some special events that celebrated this day in Kuwait University and clubs.